Hello. Bum 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 ba dum ba. I'll make music for you. Bum 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 ba dum ba. Check out my sick background. Just looking for the PSTL lineups. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum. I have Wolf Mother stuck in my head, but alright, Micron, can you hear me? I'm just taking a look at the matchup at the moment. There they are. What map are we playing? We're playing on GnSHocus Caverns, so we should be having HocusS versus RoZ. HocusS is from Team GNS, RoZ obviously from Team Infinity. This is going to be the first game. Yes, I am good to go. This is going to be the first game out of a best-of-5 series between the teams GNS and Infinity. This is week 1 from the Pinoy Star Team League, and yeah, we're just going to be pushing some of the games forward to allow better timings for the players. Obviously, some of the players playing from different time zones, and you know what? Life goes on despite Starcraft, unfortunately. So obviously some rescheduling has been made. This map is going to be GnSHocus Caverns, and a bit of a curious choice with this team, how this team league operates, is that you need to submit your lineups before a certain due date. So RoZ and HocusS have actually been handpicked for this map. Just waiting for all the observers to load in right now. Obviously this is the most balanced map in the map pool at the moment, PVZ. So I'm just going to be expecting to see RoZ in the top right now go for a standard 3-gate into expand. Not really sure about his playstyle. Honestly, I haven't seen him play before, but he is on the top right. Wishing good luck, have fun playing as the red Protoss. And in the bottom left side, we have got the purple HocusS playing as the Zerg. Genesis, a little bit of lag right now. One of the observers possibly. I haven't been lagging in any of my other games, so you know what? What's up? Okay, it looks like the players are going to be content just to deal with it for the time being. Now, this is only week 1 out of the Pinoy Star Team League. It's the first time I believe that it is being run. Huge shout out to, I believe it is, actually a bit of pause. Looks like the lag is going to be too much for the time being, and I'm not actually sure who's, that's right, XanderX is actually the one organizing this entire thing, so huge shout out to him. Nice little thank you to the team managers. InfiRoz, actually their team manager, I think. And Genesis is Micron, their team manager. So for setting up these matches, letting me know when they are played is always a huge advantage as a caster. But keep in mind, this is only game 1. We're not going to see game 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 tonight, I think. Maybe seeing game 2 tomorrow. Of course, there's been some rescheduling. And here we do have the scouting workers coming out right now. Looks like the players are just testing out with the lag. Testing it out. RoZ just content to stay put. And currently no moves from HocusS being made. No signs of any expand or spawning pool. Just waiting for that 14th drone. The probe coming in right now, and Nicholas Boo, who is Micron, just saying, you know what, I'm so sorry for last minute. That's okay, I don't mind doing it for you, man, just for you. because I do enjoy casting. Engine Marine being the gentleman right there, leaving out of the game, even though he may not be the one who's lagging, but you know what? It's always nice. It's always nice to just throw up the courteous leave. I won't be doing that though. Hocus coming in here with the scanning probe, going to be seeing the gateway and the gas going down at the usual timing. And it looks like that Roz is going to be trying to deny an expansion. At the same time, we see Hocus opting to go for the 14 pool. Going to be collecting that 100 gas to get out the metabolic boost, perhaps, or maybe saving up for roaches. Not sure. All I know is that Roz is going to be creating this patrol triangle to try and deny this hatchery for as long as he can. Gateway almost finished. Yeah, so really what Hocus is going to be looking for at the moment is he's going to be trying to stay in the base for as long as possible, see where the chrono boost is being laid down. He wants to see if there is a second assimilator up or not. That will dictate the composition of the Gateway army. Normally if the second assimilator goes up, you're going to see a lot of sentries out. Whereas if you stick to one assimilator as a Protoss, you're only going to be able to field Stalkers and Zealots realistically without cutting production of the Stalkers for too long. But it doesn't look like that. Hocus is going to see the second assimilator. I would expect to see a 3-gate expand right now. Going to be getting those extra 3 gateways, and here we finally see these Zerglings coming out now. Going to be shooing away the probe of Roz. Going to be safely expanding right now. A little bit of a late hatchery is currently 4 minutes into the game. Keep in mind that metabolic boost is being researched, and cutting off his gas intake after that 100 gas. Definitely going to be trying to get out that hatchery as soon as he can. Creep tumor being laid down at the moment. Going to be connecting those 2 bases, which is extremely vital, especially for any fancy harass play such as the Phoenixes or Void Rays even. But we're not going to be seeing that right now. Ross putting down his 3 gates, waiting upon the 4th. I don't expect it to be coming as he is currently creating a sentry. So 3-gate expand coming out from Ross. Not going to be chrono boosting out the warp gate for the time being. Instead going to be chrono boosting out the probes. Not actually building a probe right now, so wasting a bit of energy right there. And yeah, there we go. The probes are being remade. He's not totally cutting them. Hatchery still on the way, and this creep spread actually being focused down now. Actually using 2 creep tumors, and he's going to be walking down his second queen to the natural expansion to inject the larvae. So nice little mix-up right there, actually getting additional creep tumors just to spread that creep out extra fast, and after this he can deviate between these 2 creep tumor trains, one to the north and one to the east, just to cover all of this expansion. And as a Zerg, I think you're going to have to defend until you take up a little bit, and it's just scout out really what Protoss is doing. He does see the pylon on the low ground, excuse me. So we are definitely going to be confirming that expansion for the time being, at least in Hocus's mind. This is confirmed. And so he's going to be sitting back. He doesn't want to engage in this area or this area, as the sentries with the force field is going to be extremely deadly. And keep in mind, in this build, the sentries do come out fairly early, which does allow them to build up energy extremely quickly. The probe taking a couple of shield hits right there. Forge going down before Nexus. Not sure if there's a little gap right there between the Forge and the pylon. That will remain to be seen. And right now, Warpgate's just finishing up. He does have enough minerals to get out that Nexus right now, but he wants to get out a few more units before that. No, actually putting down the Nexus right there. The Zerglings do come in and spot it, and speed is up right now. Going to be researching Burrow back at the main. Getting up an Evolution Chamber. Roach speed also on the way, so possibly going for that +1 missile attack with a Burrow timing to try and break this. However, if Roz builds a couple of cannons in ideal positions, he'll be able to detect and ward that away with the Gateway army. Now, normally after this opening, you get down a couple of gateways and a robotics facility. Depending on what you want to do, a 6-gate push from Roz would be extremely strong and kind of hard to detect. But the more traditional opening is just to go 3 gateways, expand, get your robotics facility up for that detection, and then get up a couple more gateways to reinforce. Maybe even go for some blink stalkerage if the Zerg goes for the mutas. But now we see that Ross is going to be going in for a little bit of a poke, forcing Hocus to make some roaches at least, not constantly build drones. This is exactly what you have to do as a Protoss. You don't want to overcommit, however, and these force fields are going to allow Ross to retreat with ease. It looks like he's actually going to be engaging right now, and some haphazard force fields put down right there. Not really sure. He wanted to stop the Zerg units from retreating right there to allow his Zealot to do some damage, but now the Burrow has been revealed. the little trick card from Hocus. And on the creep, these speed roaches are going to be able to pick down that Zealot, get off a couple of free hits on that sentry. Nice force field right there, stopping the pursuit from Hocus right now. But that last sentry does get picked off. Going to be delaying with the Stalker. It is a faster unit. We'll be able to retreat with much more ease, and actually macroing that whole time back at his natural. So nice little multitasking right there. Not going to be Chrono boosting out his +1 upgrade, but he is extremely high on the energy at his original Nexus. So a little bit of a misstep right there. Actually getting very fast 3rd and 4th gases. Just going to be getting out the Colossi as soon as he can, I would expect. And Hocus feeling comfortable. He's going to be putting these roaches to use, taking down the rocks. This lone roach here on the low ground. Just going to be double teaming these rocks, spit roasting it in fact. And nothing else coming out for Hocus at the moment. Lair has finished. The +1 missile attacks, obviously Lair's finished. I mean, he's got Burrow. And Hallucination has actually been researching for quite a while now. So getting out those early sentries with the 3-gate does allow them to have a lot of excess energy. Obviously, you can't guarantee it all the time. Oh, missed out on his force fielding opportunity right there. The roach is coming in here. If you cut that army in half, that would be absolutely ideal for Roz at that time. But back to the Hallucination, with all this excess energy on these sentries, he's going to be able to whip up a lot of hallucinations. And if Hocus isn't ready for it, if he doesn't realize it or have detection, this could force his units to waste a lot of time, really. Robotics facility is currently up. He's supply capped, unfortunately, not going to be able to get out a second off an Immortal or anything. He's going to be opting to get out that Immortal right now. Hallucinated Phoenix on the field, going to be going into Scout, and this will probably reveal the Hallucination play. Going to be scouting the 3rd Overseer who passes by as if he needs any more confirmation of the Hallucination. The Overseer with his attacks will be able to spot that. And check out this massive creep spread at the moment, passing up by the Xel'Naga Watchtowers. So those 2 creep tumors have to start really just paying off for themselves at the moment. Back at the main of Hocus, Infestor Pathogen Gland is being researched. Obviously going to be getting out that fungal growth just to trap some Zealots, trap some units, whatever, man. And getting out his Carapace and 2nd missile attacks upgrades. So his roaches are going to be sitting on 2-1 promptly. Again with the Burrow, no Burrow movement, I believe, but you know what? He's seen the forge, he's seen the cannons. Burrow movement, not a great choice at this moment. 1 Immortal currently on the field for Roz, as well as a huge Gateway army. And actually opting to go double Robo, the 2nd Immortal on the field, not going to be getting the Robotics Bay, instead going to be going mainly Immortal, Changeling in the natural right now. He doesn't spot it at the moment, but he can tell it is a Changeling, I think. It's being pretty active. Roz is being quite bold with it. Just going to be going mainly for the Immortals just because he hasn't scouted Hydras yet, and Immortals will just clean up all of these roaches. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen any Hydras on the way, and just as I say that, the Hydralisk Den is almost finished. Getting Neural Parasite for his Infestors, so possibly anticipating the Colossi. Unfortunately, they are not going to be on the way. Obviously, Hocus wanting to go for that Neural Parasite to use on the Colossi and just take them out of the game, make them be a non-factor, basically. But he's going to be severely disappointed. Not really sure what he's going to be Neural Parasiting when they engage. Probably these Immortals, if he can reach them. But yeah, he's just wasted. Well, not really wasted, but invested a lot, banking on the fact that Roz is going to be getting those Colossi instead, going to be sticking with those Immortals. Getting up a couple more gateways right now. He's going to be sitting on 5 gateways, 2 Robos. Obviously gateways, you want to get a lot of gateways to be able to reinforce quickly, and actually spreading out his pylons right now. One thing that I don't like out of Roz's play is being absolutely neutral about the creep spread from Hocus. It's almost reaching his natural right here, actually. He's going to be covering this high yield expansion. And he's let Hocus sit on 3 base comfortably for a huge amount of time. Let's take a look at the unit counting station. Yeah, 74 drones compared to 63 probes. You cannot let the Zerg get this kind of economy when you're playing on such a huge map. Basically, he's being extremely passive, and now we see that Roz is going to be pushing out with his own version of a sort of death ball. But yeah, you know, it's not going to compared to the actual Protoss Death Ball, but here we do see him cleaning up the creep. I do like this play, forcing Hocus to pull back from the Xel'Naga Watchtower and seizing some of his own map control. Finally, looks like he might be opting to take a 3rd pretty soon. We'd like to see him pull back and just take his high yield for the moment, but it looks like he may be looking to do some damage. Hydras at the front, not a good choice right there. But Hocus looks like he's actually going to be the one who wants to be aggressive. Force Field's going down, actually denying the Infestors from doing any spell casting for the time being, taking out half the army. So huge advantage Roz at the moment. Nice little play right there. The Roaches all burrowing, however, there should be an observer on the field. Not sure if it's with the army. Bungle Growth going down on all the units, trapping those Immortals and the Stalkers right there. The Roaches and Hydras do unburrow. These investors are going to be used to delay this push for as long as you can. And really, I don't like that Hocus is engaged.